Okay, good morning, YouTube. We are getting started here. Just a reminder, this is still beta trials for us on the streaming. We're just trying to get everything sorted out and working. You will see us take some trades, interact with each other, explain our trades a little bit, but mostly we're just doing our own thing and talking to each other as we begin recording our sessions and gear up for a real trading show in July. Okay. It'll be a little while before any of my colleagues show up, most likely. So I'm just going to mark right now, which is almost 7:20 a.m. as New York session begins. All right. All right, here we go. Let's see where we are. Price is above the WM4 and the DR1 just below the DM4. Currently on its way up to that. So a bit of a no trade zone here. We have parity between the relative strength of the dollar and gold right now, close to parity. 63% of retail traders are long. Oh, we have probably more room to trade going down than going up in terms of technicals on the charts, and where I see significant zones of support and resistance. However, given the situation in Israel and Iran, I kind of doubt we're going down today. Those would be fake out moves. Gold is a safe haven asset. And when there's turmoil, war, uncertainty in the world, gold tends to rise, which we definitely saw last night with a spike as the attacks were underway. I might have a little ways to trade up here, so maybe I'll take a buy. Wait to break through this next little level here. Although this would not be an A+ setup. I guess I'd call it a B+ setup, but I think we're safe. Again, we are trying to go up in a market that clearly wants to go up. Well, it hadn't quite broken through that layer yet. Have to remember, the market will humble you every opportunity it gets. It appears to be wanting to do that right now. Take a B+ setup, get a crappy outcome. An A+ setup would have rocketed right through there. But now I'm stuck in wait and see land. Using market structure to determine if I should get out. Definitely not the trade I wanted to take. Again, I'm feeling somewhat safe here because I don't think the market's going down. But this is like juggling knives. You can easily get cut. Now, what I'm only mildly concerned about is not that gold loses strength, but that the dollar's strength usurps gold's strength. And under that scenario, we could be going down. But still, the dollar is not the safe haven asset. It's gold that is. Crude oil, I'm sure, is going up. Let's see what the stock market is doing at this point, pre-market. Mixed bag. All right, I think I'm just gonna try to get out here with whatever little bit it'll give me, if it gives me anything at all on this trip up. Might even consider a little bit of a loss here. It's just gonna play around with me for the next hour. And again, I don't really see any other better trading opportunities. Might get a little bit of something here. All right, this is a lesson in how not to trade. You don't risk over $200 to make 10 or negative 60, as the case is right now, negative 80. Might come back down again before it goes up. I really only see the market going up today. But it's not a hold and hope situation. That's not what we do here. All right. Took the $30. Got into that trade at 724. Okay. Wait for our next opportunity.
Hey, good morning, man.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Doing all right. How'd you make out last night?
$920.
How much?
920.
Yeah, it was a crazy night. I saw it from my phone. I was like, whoa, I wish I could have been on it.
Yeah, it wasn't
That's
bad.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Trump's good for something. Yeah.
I just took a small trade at a 724. It went 200 against me, but it then ended up paying me $30.
How much?
30.
Okay, good.
I risked 200 for 30. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's funny. So we're stuck under the DM4 right now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You have any news today?
I mean, yeah, nothing as big as the. Oh, yeah. Sorry, what am I thinking? We have uh, we have 10 o'clock University of Michigan consumer sentiment,
Okay.
but nothing until then.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ox Security, man. They screwing my accounts up big time. Even on the PC I got working back. I come look, the hedges are off. It's just completely off, frozen on one or two. Then it
Wow.
unfreezes, then it freezes again, and then it's like, oh, what are you doing to me? And I'm looking with my Plexi trade and Ox side by side,
Yeah.
night and day. You know what I mean?
Right. Wow.
Completely night and day. And I'm like, and I'm running two computers, so and it's happening on both computers.
Huh.
So I'm
Okay.
starting to think that it's an ox thing, not a me thing or my computer thing, you
Right.
know?
Right. Oh, good.
Yeah.
I gotta go broker hunting again. Did you contact them?
I sent an email over to them. I'm waiting for them to respond.
Yeah.
And I'm really dying to hear what they have to say.
I gotta fix my email. My MikeMcCready.com hasn't been working for over, well, I would say almost 15 or 20 days. And I haven't really put much effort into fixing it because I've been enjoying peace. I'll be back in a minute.
Go ahead. Oh, I'm checking.
I don't know. I'm a little hesitant to take any cells today.
That's where I'm at too. I'm looking at it saying this, no, not today. Nope. Got to show me some serious reversal
Yeah.
to convince me to even play in that pig pen. We're just stuck.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when the session really gets in here. I got 1 minute for the hourly candle. Maybe we'll break the DM4 here. Eight o'clock.
Nothing.
Summer Friday, Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah, check that out. It ain't getting past the DM4.
Here we go. Let's try it. Go in.
Good morning, gentlemen.
What's up, Rock?
Rock.
How you doing?
How'd you make out last night, Ron?
It worked out.
Good.
Oh man, I don't even know what to say. Yeah. It all worked out in about an hour. The money was in the thing.
Okay.
Um, and the little screw up, somehow I put the wrong numbers in and had withdrawn like $22. I even got that back on my wallet. So
Okay, good.
yeah, I almost blew my account, Mike.
Oh no, what happened?
Long story, but these hedges that I'd placed too far apart, and then I'd removed them because it was finally going in my direction. And then the war happened, and it just went out of control, and I didn't hedge them in time.
Oh,
So 5,000 somehow turned to 2,000, because yeah.
yeah.
So
I've been there.
yeah, yeah, that was a humbling freaking experience. And Tono was gracious enough to get on the phone, save my ass last night.
Oh, I'm glad to
Yeah.
hear that. That is
Um,
so saved my ass more than a couple times too.
yeah, and I realized like I
Well,
was depositing money in it. Please go ahead, do your thing. I know this.
I'm gonna need some ass saving if this ox shit keep up with my account.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's rough. I've been, in that position more times than
You care to.
more. Yeah, I mean, embarrassing.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, the only thing I couldn't figure out about depositing more money was the Cash App. I couldn't find the house icon. Turns out the money icon was the house icon, the
Yeah,
bank icon. Yeah.
because
Oh
you have money in it already.
Ah, gotcha,
I
gotcha.
think when
Oh,
you
if there
don't,
was no money, it'd have a house there.
I think
Got
it'd be a house there. Yeah.
yeah, like the home thing. Yeah, yeah.
Last time I sent money to PlexiTrade through Cash App,
Mm-hmm.
um, it came up as caution, this may be a fraudulent Bitcoin address.
Oh yeah, you had that yesterday.
I had that.
It
Yeah,
said spam alert.
right.
Yeah. So like I was really second guessing myself. I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah. That's the thing with one, overseas brokers, and
Mhm.
two, inexperienced traders who will report it as a spam address because they lost all their money trading, and was there these
Yeah,
guys give me my money back, and one, they're offshore brokers, so uh, there is a certain degree of unreliability with them,
Oh,
not necessarily PlexiTrade, but in general, overseas brokers can disappear and there's no recourse.
right. That's fucked up.
is
Yeah.
really what you just said. Their traders lost their money and now they're complaining
Right.
and want it back. So they dispute. They dispute it with their banks, and the bank go blacklist them.
Oh wow. So I have $649 in my Bitcoin in my Cash App, which was 400 yesterday. How do I get it back?
Oh, say that again.
Well, Bitcoin has dropped in price, and that's why overnight it dropped.
Yeah, so can I transfer this to my bank account on my Cash App?
Yeah, or yeah, you could transfer to your bank account. Just cash it. You need to sell it,
Right, sell
and
it.
once it sells, it's going to go back to the bank sign or the dollar sign.
Hmm.
And once it's in the dollar sign, just transfer it out to the bank that you want to your bank.
It's saying verify the last four digits of your social. Okay.
Yeah, they're doing a lot lately, ain't they?
Looks good. Yeah.
Mike, there's this red resistance on the daily pivot.
Yep.
You see where it is? It's trading within that right now.
Oh, yep. I see. I hadn't seen that.
So
Thank
you
you.
don't want to trade right now
Yep.
unless
No,
it breaks
thank
that.
you. Yep.
I think it's about 28 breaks it, if I'm not mistaken, 28 and change,
Yep.
right? So you don't want to put a buy in here,
Right.
even though everything seems to be going up. Looks like it wants to break it, but cautious, 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 cautious.
Yep.
It's weird. It's saying insufficient funds.
How much you trying to transfer out?
I guess 640 if there's 648.
So try to transfer a little bit less.
Well, wait a minute. Did you convert it to dollars?
Uh,
Did you sell it?
You have to sell the Bitcoin, convert it to
yeah, I was
dollars.
trying to sell it.
Okay. Oh, that you're trying to
Just say
sell it.
sell all.
Yeah. When you
Okay.
put in that number and it says that there isn't sufficient, down below there should be a thing that says convert maximum. And then you just
Right.
click that and it calculates what the maximum is you can do, minus the commissions.
Okay. Um, yeah. All right. So it really okay, what if I sell 550?
You should be able to do
Huh?
more than that.
Change order type. Okay. What's that? 550. And when I hit next, sell 550 of Bitcoin, confirm.
You know what, Rock?
Yeah.
Just to
You
say
sold.
something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
If you leave the cash in your
Hmm.
Cash App,
Yeah.
it won't lose value anymore. I mean, you were concerned about
Hmm.
Bitcoin continuing to lose value.
Hmm.
But if you want the cash in your bank account, that's one thing. But if you
Hmm.
just wanted to stop losing dollar value, once you convert it to dollars, then it
Yeah.
stays dollars.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. No, but I wanted that back. I mean,
Okay. Yeah.
last night I was just so freaked out. So it looks like I sold it. Does that mean it's going to go into my bank account?
No, that just means it's converted into dollars and
Go
stays
to
in
that
your
dollar.
cash.
Yeah. Go to that bank.
Go to
And
that.
then go to your dollar account and then transfer it back to your bank.
Oh, got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now, yeah, okay. So, okay.
It's instant.
Withdraw, transfer to bank, withdraw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Standard Tuesday.
You can do it immediate. It'll charge you like $5 or $6.
Yeah, but then I'll have to put in more money or something.
No, it'll take you right from that.
Shit. I did it already. Anyway,
Okay.
wow.
You see how that pivot just
Send it back down.
send it back down, saved us from getting having a heart attack.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Might be having a reversal, man.
Well, that would compute with the DM4.
Mm-hmm. Took profit.
Yeah.
What I don't like is on the 5-minute chart, it's still iffy.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I I don't care if it reverses. I don't know if I see myself taking any sells.
Right.
It just feels like that, you know, great. It could be a reversal. It could just be one big fake out.
Or this is what we see is buyers taking profit.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean that it's over.
right.
The Rinko still screaming buy.
Yeah. E-Man popped on for a few minutes last night.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. Um, he was he hadn't heard about the attacks, and he
Hmm.
says he hadn't been trading for the last couple of days, and he was like, "Whoa, when did we get up to 34.17?"
Yeah.
Like just now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm gonna rip everything apart this weekend. I'm gonna. I got Geek Squad coming to my house. They're gonna take my PC apart,
Uh,
and then I'm going to uninstall everything again, which I already did, and reinstall everything again on for Ox just to find out if it's Ox or if it's really something other than Ox. You know?
yeah. Run a virus check too.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Nothing's showing up. I've seen this before, man, and unfortunately, I've seen it before. Um, I don't have a long relationship with Ox, right?
Yeah.
So they may not like the fact that I'm pulling money out the way I'm pulling it out, and I don't know why it affects them, or why do they get their panties in a bunch?
Well, they'd
But I,
probably be booking.
yeah, unless they're trading against me.
Right,
But
be
but I've
booking.
I've seen this though. I've seen it. I can't remember trade. What was the name of this broker, man? I told you a story where I said I'm not trading all these small accounts. I just put all the money in like one or two accounts at
Yeah,
like $200,000 accounts, right?
yeah, yeah.
And the minute I started trading on those large accounts, this is exactly what started happening.
Oh, wow.
They were freezing. They were, hedges were moved. I mean,
Oh,
I'm like, come
yeah,
on,
you
man.
sound
You know,
messed
like
up.
I'm not crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
I, I know I put this hedge there last night and now it's gone in the morning. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow. So they actually removed the hedge and put it
Yeah, they
somewhere
removed the
else?
hedges. Yup, they removed the hedges, man. Yeah,
That's
because I got a
ridiculous.
routine every night before I go to bed and before I shut my trade station off. I
Uh-huh.
pause, I get up, I stretch, then I
Yeah,
come back and I look at everything on the board
yep.
and I
Yeah.
double check and triple check. So I know I'm not going to bed with any problems, right?
Right, right.
And
Oh,
this went on for about 3 weeks, man. I finally said, nah, forget this shit. I'm breaking these accounts back up. And the minute I broke the accounts up, I was off their radar. No, no problems.
Huh.
Yeah,
so you made them smaller.
made them smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotcha. That's okay. That's good to remember.
So
Yeah.
even though you had the same amount of money with the broker, they hadn't flagged your account apparently as as an account to mess up.
Nope. Yeah, I used the same broker. As soon as I went back, they
Yeah,
went back to normal.
that's weird.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it must have something to do with the size of the account that triggers something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also, I don't know if this would make a difference, but because when you're copy trading the accounts, in theory, well, not in theory, you're actually placing more trades per trade, and so it pays them more
Hmm.
For trade,
in
yeah.
spreads and commissions than if you're just placing one trade in a larger account.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
they make more money
But
if
I
you
wasn't even
break it
copy
up.
trading back then. I didn't even know nothing about copy trading when that happened.
Oh, so you were trading a bunch of
Manually.
small accounts manually.
Yeah, I was trading like six small accounts
Uh,
manually, and it was a pain in the ass because I kept going one, two, three, four, five, six. But
right.
the other thing I was doing was I was doing some crazy shit back then, man. Um, because it was like turning on a water fountain, faucet.
Yeah.
I would, I would, I was so cocky back then that if I saw a trade, and let's say it's my lot size is 0.50, I would hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 on one count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 on the next count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 on another count.
Right.
Like 10 trades.
10 trades per account and get
Wow.
out like it's quick. By the time I got to the sixth account and went back to the first one, I was exiting with crazy money. Just exit, just like 1, 2, 3, 5 across all accounts and go right back and exit. And it was just like knocking dominoes down.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I look back there and go, well, I was a fucking beast. I didn't give I didn't give a shit. But it was paying like crazy money, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow. And
Yeah.
I've read that I've read that trading was easier then, that there were, I'm talking like over a decade ago, that
hmm
there were fewer fake outs and algorithmic trading and that sort of stuff where price was
Exactly.
just kind of more straightforwardly pick a direction for the day and you could just go with it.
That's what I'm saying. It's a different animal now. Back then it was like turning on a water faucet. The money was just pouring out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like,
Yeah.
wow. You didn't have to be good at all. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was a whole different animal. Now I can see the what's it called? The technology that's into it now,
Yeah.
that it took out a lot of the human factor, and now we're trading against algorithms,
Right. Right.
that are smart, that are way smarter than us, by the way.
That's what I was, I did all that research into how AI was going to affect things, and I posted those articles after my research that where it's really going to get funky is when the AIs are fighting each other. The
Yeah, what's
big
going to
billion
happen then?
dollar firms have AIs that are trying to outsmart each other, and we're just going to be, you know, eating
Oh,
in the crossfire.
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's not going to get impossible to trade.
Yeah.
It's just going to, the market, we're just
it
going
might
to,
be trying to break above now. We tried it before, it didn't work. We're still in that red zone.
yeah,
I think if it comes back down to 22-ish, 1-ish, we
well,
could
I
probably
have,
buy it back up to that area.
yeah, on the weekly pivot, I have us kind of in an orange block and on the daily pivot as well.
Yeah. On the weekly pivot.
Yeah, on the 4 hour chart,
hmm
I have us, we're kind of in an orange block.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. It's actually red, but it's that lavender underneath it.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
See that those red and blue
yeah,
support and resistance is a different indicator that didn't come on the pivot chart. But you see how it worked perfectly with it,
yeah, yep.
right?
And the lavender zones, what are those?
Those are their support and resistance zones that came with the pivots.
Ah, I got it.
So they, as you can see, they're missing a lot. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Some of them are right spot on, like that where you're at that, like on my WR2, that lavender zone is a
yeah,
huge zone,
yeah,
right? But that's from 30, mine is 3411 all the way up to 3444.
yeah, same.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just like on the daily pivot, it's 3422 to 3434.
yeah,
So you're saying I shouldn't trade any of that? You
right,
know what I mean?
right.
You know?
Yeah,
Are we back down to 22?
yep. I'm up 150 for the session so far.
That's great.
I have gotten a lot better at this.
Patience, you mean?
No, just futures, like trading futures, since we've been doing it
hmm
kind of nonstop since April 1st. Uh, my trading has really improved.
Good.
the biggest challenge for me was getting over that um, associating I was associating more pain with being wrong and having it not come back than than well, I'll shut up because we're getting into what might be a trade here, right?
No, it's coming back to this red zone.
Oh yeah. Maybe we should start taking the buys from the bottom.
That's what I just said.
Oh,
You know,
sorry.
I just said no. I actually looked at it and I just tested it just now, just to
Oh,
see if it works. I want to see if it repeat itself again. If it hits this 25 zone and comes back down to the what
22,
22, we can go from 22 back up to 25. It did it one, two,
3 times.
three, four. Yeah, one down, one up, one down, one up. And it comes
Yeah.
back down again. It's just playing in that tight little range, unless it decides to break above and I think what did I say it was 28? I said
Tw
28, right?
uh
Yeah, that the red zone on the
yeah.
daily pivot is 28,
Yeah.
which I don't doubt it's not going to do, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's not going to break through this yet, I don't think. We have 4 minutes for the 8:30 candle.
You were saying something. I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Oh yeah, that I was associating more pain with being wrong and thinking I'm just going to let it come back. I'm just going to let it breathe. It'll come back. And then I would get so far out of range that it would be impossible to come back from in the session, that I would just be down for the session.
Hmm.
And I it took me a while, and I'm not even saying that it's 100% rewired now, but it feels different. I feel like I associate more pain to to having too much of a drawdown to come back from in the session. And so I get out, whereas before I had trouble getting out.
Right. Because I think you've seen when the horse is out the stable, it don't normally come back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It runs wild. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And all of that hope and praying that you used to do
yeah,
gets kind of thrown out the window because I mean, how many times can you allow that to happen to you
exactly.
before you realize,
Well,
man,
well,
it's something,
you'd be surprised how many times I let that happen to me.
you know what I mean? Like, futures is no joke, man. When that thing starts to go,
Yeah,
it ain't like spot. Spot will come back. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, futures does too eventually, but you're in too much of drawdown. Like
Exactly.
you can
Yeah.
hedge with spot. You're It's a smaller lot size that we're playing with on spot.
Right. Well, the thing is, if you didn't have to play by their rules, it would be a
Yeah,
whole different game with
yeah,
futures,
yeah. Look, we're
right?
breaking above this now, but it's going into the red zone, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think this is what we've been waiting for, though. It needs to break 28.
Yep, that swing high on the 1 minute.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Better break it.
Not quite, but it pumped up quickly here on the Renko.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I'm curious to put my own money into a futures account and see what can happen with it.
I'll do that, but I'm gonna play around with the prop firms for a little while before I do that for a few months.
Yeah, that's smart.
The actual hell. 13. More accounts coming online. Oh shit.
The 8:30 candle is going to send it somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh hopefully it sends it back to 22 and we can ride it from 22 to 27. Rock,
Yes, sir.
did you ever get your FX trend working?
No, I did not.
You didn't.
I did not. No.
You know what
Um,
I want you to do?
yeah.
20
Next
jumping jacks and 3 push-ups.
next time you talk to Gail,
Yeah.
I'll work with. She probably won't understand it, but she bought it also.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is get her MQL5 login
Uh-huh. And see if
and
that works.
sign out of yours and sign
Hmm.
into hers.
Okay.
And if it works, you can download it from her for
Hmm.
from her license,
Got it.
right?
What I may need to call you during the day
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
to
definitely.
make sure I do it right.
And
Uh,
put it on. Mary's trading on a different computer as well, right?
she is. She's on a different laptop and
Yeah,
she's
so trade you could do it on both of them. She gets like 10 or 20 licenses. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, better yet, why don't you try your MQL on Mary's?
I will. I will. I just like since we started doing futures and all that, and I kind of figured I shouldn't bother you in the middle of the day to help me with that.
No, listen, I once I finish trading, I'm ready, I'm free for the rest of the day, basically, man.
Yeah.
So you always, I mean, I think it's such a silly little indicator,
Yeah.
but right now I just realized that I'm I don't have any licenses left, so I have it on my PC.
Hmm.
I don't have it on my laptop.
Right.
So
Right.
right now in front of me, I have my laptop and my PC with
Easy.
identical setup, right?
Right. Hmm.
And even though that's a silly little indicator, it
Hmm.
actually matters.
Yes. Yes.
You
Yes.
know what
It
I
does.
mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's why like I would listen to Mike and Jeff talk about the FX trend, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it's like when that thing is fired up all green,
yeah.
fired up all red, it it
Yeah.
it puts you in a different perspective on what's going on with the market.
Right. Right.
All right, so
Yeah.
Mike, we're about breaking that resistance now. Give it a couple of a little more pushes. Yep, don't. Are you guys using the 5 second trading view and the 10 second trading view side by side?
Yes.
It makes a difference. You could be thinking about getting in on the 10 second and look at the 5 second, it's already turning around
Yeah.
against what you wanted to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it saves you that little 5 seconds saves you the headache. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Did not save me in this instance. I got in.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah.
I keep telling you, Mike, it's a marathon, not a sprint, man.
I know. I know. I know.
You don't have to be the first one in. You know what I mean?
You're right. I'm the first mouse in.
Yeah, this is the second mouse gets the cheese type of thing.
Yeah.
Granted, if it goes back up, you'll make more money than we will, but the risk ain't worth it, you
Yeah.
know?
Agreed. Agreed. There we go.
There you go.
I will take that 110. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Lucky, lucky. Did you get in, Tono?
I didn't get in.
Oh, I got 130.
Everybody did exactly what you did.
Yep.
As soon as they saw a little profit, they got jumped right out.
I mean, I felt a little confident, even if it did come down,
Hmm.
it was just going to do the hokey pokey again. So, but that's when the market humbles you, when you get a little confident,
Yep.
and the market takes your pants off.
Yeah, man. Last night my balls were swinging.
We're hitting this bear volume right now here on the 1 minute. Then right above that, we have the DR2. FX trend is all green.
Hmm.
Big difference between XAU and dollar strength right now. We're about to hit the DR2. And bounce. I have the 10-second on futures and the 5-second on spot.
Hmm.
Is that what you do?
I keep them both on spot.
Oh, both on spot?
Yeah.
But you trade, do you have a 10-second futures open or you
Yeah,
don't even have it?
I have a 10-second futures open.
Oh.
Yeah.
I, yeah, I just have the 10-second futures and the 5-second spot. And then I have a 1 minute trading view, a 5 minute trading view, and a 1 hour trading view open. The 1 hour's behind me here. I don't look at that very often.
Right. I have the 1:15. I mean the 1:5:15 and 1 hour Hakinashi's open.
Yeah.
Right. And then I have a 1 minute trading view open and a 10-second trading view futures and then the 5-second and 10-second spot.
Yeah. On MT4, I have well, I think we all have the same setup basically. I have the 15 and the 5 and the 1 Hakanashi
Hmm.
next to the Renko, and then the pivot charts and the currency chart and the FX trend.
Hmm.
Did it really get up as high as 34.99?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
What? When did it?
I'm
Oh,
seeing
that
up here.
April 19th or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes
No, today.
No,
Oh,
that's
you
what I'm
said
thinking.
34.99?
Yeah, 34.99.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Or maybe
no,
over last night or something.
no. It didn't. The highest it got up to was 34.44.
Ah, okay. I don't know why it says on my chart 34.99 at one point.
No.
Yeah.
That might be your 52-week range high.
Oh yeah, yeah, that may be it. Yeah.
You see, I did a small trade because I'm testing my copy trade out on, maybe I'm wrong. No,
On
forget.
futures?
No, on spot. That was wrong. No, actually it did double up the trade. What the hell? Okay, I gotta be careful of that now. Quite a lot of people thinking it was the run, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
people are trapped at the top.
Yeah.
Too high to buy, too bullish to sell.
Hmm. Not quite back in that. We're still out of that red resistance on the DM on the daily. So see what it wants to do.
I'll be right back.
Hmm.
Kind of petered out.
Yeah.
At least we got above the DM4 though. If it gets above the DR2, at least in terms of pivots, we've got a run up to the WR2. All right, I'm at the DM4. What are you engrossed in, Tono?
I'm just trying to figure these charts, man, because I'm watching my Plexi trades and matching them to my Ox securities, and I keep seeing Ox freezing up and Plexi trade is moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. They're identical on both computer and laptop. So something is definitely funky going on with Ox that I'm not happy with, man.
yeah,
Mm.
I can almost, I'm telling you, this takes me back 10 years where I felt manipulation then, and
yeah.
I was right.
Wow.
There was the company called FXCM that got kicked out of the US because they were the largest broker in the US, regulated by the way. Okay.
FXC?
FXCM.
Yeah.
They were the largest broker in the US and they got kicked out because they got caught trading against their clients.
Oh my God.
Well, most Forex offshore brokers do B-book you, trade against you.
Mm.
From what I've been able to find. Let's see. Is this the broker Tono? I'll put it in the Zoom chat. I don't mean the Alpha FX. I mean the broker that he is advocating.
Looks like we're going up. All right, let's see what he's talking about. Enduring partnerships. Transparency. What? I don't understand what you mean.
That link that I just sent,
Uh-huh.
you see it's a page where he says, where is it? Where he says, well, you see it says Forex at the top there.
Yeah.
Is that the broker?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
FXCM.
Oh, FXCM.
Yeah. It was a big thing.
So you'd think that if Ox was, they have they probably have a risk desk like everybody.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get in here.
What's where we at? 34. You're on the DR2.
Yeah, it broke above it here on mine.
Yeah, but you want it
A little
clean.
further.
Yeah. If it breaks above it, is we got a clean run to 44.
Yeah.
All right, it's breaking. Where am I?
That's a long game.
Looks like we're going again here. 1 minute for the 9 a.m. candle.
Mhm. We're down.
That's 9 a.m. I'm not going for this little fake out here that they're going to do. All right, I'll go now.
Going in.
I yeah, I went in. I'm just taking a
Yeah.
little small trade here because I'm about at my goal.
Yeah.
I don't want to get faked out. I'll just take that.
Like again.
All right, I am at my $500 goal for the session, so I am changing to my Top Step account, and we'll trade that for a little bit.
Okay. I'm not really comfortable trading anymore, to be honest with you. It just seems
Because
like it's in a weird spot. It's either we're going to the moon or we're gonna get caught on the wrong side.
Um,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I would plus it's Friday, so it's not a bad idea to just kind of sit the rest of the day out. You know what I mean?
uh-huh,
Just let it play itself out, and we come back when we know what's going on. Are we in another stratosphere, or are we, you know,
yeah.
because
You
somebody's going to put a buy in, and it's going to be the kiss of death.
right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's Friday. The market makers know that all the retail traders probably jumping on the buy train.
Well, totally true. I'm certainly nobody to uh contradict that. But do you think the market makers can outweigh the fact that war is breaking out in the Middle East?
Yeah, I mean, look, it broke out. We already saw the spike, right?
Yeah.
Unless Iran does something horrific, what more can, you know what I mean?
I
It,
mean, we are at what 34.44 is the high of the spike, and we're
right.
at 34.40 right now.
Mhm.
So maybe it's got another 4 pips in it before it turns around.
Is that worth it?
Yeah,
You see what I mean?
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that is 4 pips worth it? Because if you get into a trade at, let's say now at 434.40,
yeah,
right? And it drops 30 pips,
yeah. You're just gonna blow your account.
you're just gonna blow your account. And all you were trying to do was get 4 pips.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I would prefer, if we're going back up to 3,500, then we're gonna know
To let it
that
get past, right? I see you.
you
Yeah,
understand what I mean? We're gonna
yeah,
know that the war is going to keep it pushing it up. But
yeah.
we'll know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right,
Today is gambling
right.
because we didn't break the high. and everybody's on the gravy train for the buy train.
Yeah. And do you think the 10 o'clock news will have any bearing on the overall situation?
They might, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But between now and 10, you got a whole hour to get caught
Yeah.
out there,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
that's what they want you to do. They
Yeah.
want you to be impatient, jump on that train that's going up,
Yeah.
and get caught on the wrong side. Because all they need you to do is get caught on the wrong side one time and wipe everybody out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Like they can't stop us from buying because the market is going up.
Right.
But what they can do is manipulate it to the
And
point where it goes down
and
before
shake
it
you
goes
out.
back up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right. And shake everybody out.
Yeah, they know that retail traders aren't, they're not selling right now. They're buying.
Right.
And that's what they eat off of, you know?
Right.
So
That's their
for me to
liquidity.
be at 34.40 and knowing that the high is 34.44, I'm going to be a more patient trader and say, especially if you got your nut for the day.
Right.
If you definitely got your nut for the day, you shouldn't even be playing around in it in anything. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Well, that's why that's why I switched to my Top Step account, which is, you know, kind of kind of my throwaway account.
Yeah, but you developing bad habits.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
If you
Totally.
want the truth, you're just developing a bad habit that you don't really want. You know what I'm saying?
Completely agreed. Thanks for saying that.
Like even when I'm messing with my elite account, I'm doing it while I'm trading to test the market, right?
Right.
That's something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just stay out of bad habits because bad habits you don't even know you got them till it's too late. Start
I
trading
agree.
that Top Step account like it's real, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah,
saying that.
yeah.
That's helpful.
You got your nut, man. You
Yep.
you you should be proud of yourself for the week and just say, hey, I'm closing it down.
Yep.
And let's see what happens on Friday, on Monday. If the war is still is relevant, we're going to see it going back up to 3,500.
Right.
If it's not, we're going to see, you know, did it go up to at least 34.65 something? You know, where's the MM for 35? That's 35 is too far up. 34, 34. Yeah, if you look at where we are now at 30 at the top 34.44, right?
Yeah.
The WR2.
Yeah.
It's
34.
also the MR1,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
After that, we're going to 3,500,
Right.
or we're
Right.
going right back down.
Right.
This a danger zone. You call it a hot plate. What do you call it? Hot stove.
My hot stove exit. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's not worth me risking another dime. I made a couple of dollars today. I didn't make what I wanted to make, but I made all right. You know what I mean?
right. Well,
Yeah.
because you have your chart issues.
Yeah, but I'm still going to work with them today. Um, but I really think that the problem is Ox, and I got to figure out how to get these accounts out of Ox.
Right.
And I might have to go back to LMFX and trade smaller lot sizes because Plexi doesn't do them MP4s anymore.
Right.
Or I'll spend the rest of the day researching different brokers. I'm not happy with this broker at all, man. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. Fellas, it was a good week. We got our butts kicked a little bit.
Nice.
Rock bounced back.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is quite a humbling experience. I
Yeah.
appreciate the help. Thank you
All
so.
right. You got it, man.
All right.
All right, Mike, don't do nothing.
Yep. No, I'm be done. I'm gonna stop the stream and call it a day. Go out to terrace and water some plants, and we can catch up a little later if you're around.
Yeah, catch up. Yeah, definitely. I want
Okay.
to talk about, yeah, let's talk off the stream because
Yeah.
Rock, if you need help, just let me know about that FX trend because you should.
I will. I definitely will.
And
Yeah, I need the help, but let me recover from yesterday.
yeah, no worries. We could do it next week if you want.
Yeah.
All right. It's not a big
Thank,
deal at all.
thank you.
All right, gentlemen.
Bye.
All right. Catch you guys